Hey guys, it's Glenn Twiddle here. I'm coming from Perth at the moment. I'm over in Perth looking after some clients over here. It's a miserable day outside, so I'm stuck in a hotel room about to go and see a new client. So I'm about to lose the Hulkamania t-shirt and put on the work gear, and that's the suit. So apologies for the informal attire. But I'm so pumped about what I'm going to be sharing with you. I wanted to just send you this video about what you can expect to be learning by spending a day with me. When I'm coming up to the northern cities over the next couple of weeks. So if you haven't sort of been to a Glenn Twiddle event before, this is really an opportunity for you to quickly get up to speed with how client after client, case study after case study, some of the #1 million-dollar agents across the country who have been implementing this stuff in years gone by, I'm going to share with you everything they're doing. So really strap in if you've never been to one of my events before. Now, if you have, of course, you know what you're in store for. You're in store for the latest stuff that's working now, not stuff that was working back in 2006, in the mid-2000s, in the middle of big property booms, where other agents are sitting there yearning for days of ye olde worldy. Well, it's not going to happen. You know, that market has changed and it's not going back. So we're going to be going through what's working now. You know, what was working in 2012 and 13 when the market down here was really, really tight. And I mean, it was, you know, in some cases, agents were describing it as the worst market they'd seen since the 90s. Well, the great news is I had agents that were students of mine that were thriving during that time. In fact, growing their market share to the point where they were almost lamenting when the market got a bit better and became a bit easier. They were sort of saying, oh, Glenn, why can't the market get worse again? Literally, because they were selling properties when their competition couldn't. So they wanted it to be like that. They didn't want anyone to be able to move a property. So it's great news, no matter what the market's like where you're at, to be learning and implementing these skills. Because this stuff, when a client calls you already predisposed to list with you, in any market, that's a good thing. You know, so when clients call you and say, hey, Glenn, when can you pop round and finally, you know, we're finally ready. When can you pop round and help us out? You know, that's a good thing no matter what the market conditions are, when you've got people wanting you, rather than what has historically been taught in real estate training, people begging, oh, please, please, can I have a free appraisal? Please, please. And then heaven forbid, if they do say, oh, okay, we weren't thinking of selling, how do you segue from that, please, please, can I come around and have a free appraisal demeanor to, well, here's what you need to do. I'm the expert. You know, no other experts compose themselves in that manner. And no other people who provide consultative advice at a high fee like you do, none of the others compose themselves in the manner that we are taught historically about, you know, traditional prospecting. So we're going to get that prospecting stuff off the table. We're going to teach you. I'll be there for the entire day to show you marketing weaponry that once implemented will have clients calling you predisposed to want to do business with you, making you the celebrity of your area. Let me give you the example. Here's what we're going to turn you into. At the bottom of this triangle, if you can imagine a triangle, I'd draw one if I had a whiteboard, but anyway, if you can imagine a triangle, where at the bottom of the triangle are the generalists. Now, the generalists are, you've all seen a strip of real estate agencies all in one street where there's a real estate agent, then a butcher, then a real estate agent, then a hairdresser, then a real estate agent. There's like 6 real estate agents all in the one strip, all competing over the same area. I mean, it's just crazy that our industry is so lucrative that it tolerates that sort of economies or lack of economies of scale. You know, no other business could survive. You don't see a butcher, then a hairdresser, then a butcher, then another thing, then a butcher. But you don't see 6 butchers in one set of shops. So that's what a generalist is if you were to choose, if there were 6 butchers all in a row of shops and you couldn't choose between them, well, that's what a generalist is, that they have to be chosen on price because you don't differentiate yourself. The next step up that ladder is a specialist. And then the next step up at the top of that pyramid is a celebrity specialist. So in the medical world, a generalist is your GP. They get about $50 or $60 per appointment. A specialist gets hundreds of dollars per appointment because they specialize in a certain area. You have to apply to go to a specialist. Sometimes you have to get a referral to go to a specialist. Specialists don't cold call you and say, hey, how's your heart? Do you want me to crack it open and give it a free appraisal? That's not how specialists compose themselves. And at the top of the celebrity, specialist world in that medical metaphor is Dr. Phil. You ask yourself, how much do you think it would cost you to get an appointment with Dr. Phil or Dr. Oz or any of these celebrity doctors? It's going to cost you however much they choose to charge you because they're at the top of that pyramid. So we are going to get you to be at the top of that pyramid, the one that the people in your town aspire to be like, the ones that people want to know. They want to get to know you. They want the celebrity specialist. And, there are specific tools. It's not as hard as you think. When I show you our system for doing that, to get you to be a household name, local hero, rock star of your area, it's not that hard to do. Nothing that the other guys that I've trained to do this across the country, nothing that they've done was necessarily special about them. They just had a systematic process that they installed in their business, certain marketing weapons, so that clients come to them and said, how can we do business? Rather than them having to go and pitch. If you think about this, if you've already made up your mind to go buy an Apple iPhone or something or whatever, you don't have to go to Apple and hear their Apple presentation. You've gone there to buy it. You're predisposed to buy it. You walk in, you buy it, you have a great experience while you're there, and you leave and you tell all your friends about it. That's what we get installed in your business. Truly, a lot of people talk about magnetic and attraction businesses and all that, but I know of very few, if any, agents that focus on teaching people how to get you to be the rock star so people call you, rather than you have to do this prospecting lunacy. Sure, does it work? Yes, it does. We did it. We were a cold calling sweatshop. We had to make cold calls by the hundreds per week in order to make our business work. And we were number one when we were doing that. So it definitely works. It's just horrible from a lifestyle perspective. I scoured the world to try and find the best training for me to find out how I could get clients to call me rather than me cold calling them. And now I can share that with you. Having tested it on other agents across the country, the testing's all done. You just come and spend a day with me. The first half of the day will be me sharing with you the systems. The second half of the day will be me doing Q&A, helping you to fix that and get it installed. It's going to be an implementation workshop. It's not just going to be me just lecturing you. It's an implementation workshop. I'm going to share with you everything I can cram in, all of the best stuff that's been working, plus my newest stuff. So guys, it's going to be a great day. Thanks for sitting around for 7 minutes watching this video. I truly appreciate it. I hope it gets you fired up to come and spend the day with me. It's going to be fun. You know where to grab your tickets, or you've already got your tickets, or whatever the case may be. Can't wait to come and hang with you guys on the Northern Exposure Tour. First time I've hit some of these northern cities, so I look forward to seeing you real soon. Bye for now.